This is a late Tuesday going into early Wednesday morning tropical weather update. Starting off in the eastern Pacific where things remain active, we see that Hurricane Daniel has since weakened to a tropical storm as it's moving into increasingly unfavorable conditions, while Hurricane Amelia is still hanging strong as an upper end Category 2 hurricane. And finally we have this disturbance to the south of Mexico being given a 60% chance of development within 2 days. The latest satellite animation shows what is left of Tropical Storm Daniel, and there's really not much left to this tropical storm. It's going to continue to weaken rather significantly over the next 48 hours, so there are going to be little to no effects felt anywhere close to Hawaii. And Amelia, although it is still a fairly strong Category 2 hurricane, it is going to suffer the same fate by moving into cooler water temperatures and also much drier air as it continues to move deeper into the Pacific Ocean. While our final tropical disturbance does not appear to be overly organized this evening, and it appears to be encountering some easterly and northerly wind shear. Despite this, overall conditions may be slightly favorable enough for this storm to go ahead and become Tropical Storm Fabio over the next 48 hours. Finally, there is little to speak of in the Atlantic Basin. From time to time during the afternoon hours, we do see some added convection over the Gulf of Mexico, but mid to upper level troughing continues to dominate the western half of the basin, so upper level conditions are not favorable for tropical cyclone development. The 6-day CMC forecast continues to show our eastern Pacific storms moving westward and away from land as we are being set up by an upper level ridge over much of the western United States, so none of these systems pose any risk of making a landfall along the Mexican coastline. And in fact, by day 6, the CMC is developing yet another tropical disturbance behind what was progged to be Tropical Storm Fabio out here, and we see yet another vorticity maximum. The good news is that so far the CMC is the only model showing another developing storm, but this will be something to keep an eye on. And as we compare and contrast the CMC to the latest 7-day forecast from the GFS, we see the GFS taking what is likely to be Fabio more toward the northwest before weakening that system over cooler waters to the south of California, while the model is not showing any additional formation in the eastern Pacific. But one thing the CMC and GFS do both agree on is that the Atlantic is likely to remain quiet. So that wraps up your tropical weather update for this Tuesday evening. Check back soon for another video analysis to be posted by Wednesday afternoon.